What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Onochi. This is Engineering Cannabis. I'm your cannabis engineer, your informational weed man. And today's topic is basically, first thing I need to first say is Happy New Year in 2020. So I hope everybody enjoyed their new year, and hopefully, and I know this year will be prosperous, and basically we will see more in the cannabis industry. So today, I will, in coming up weeks, I'll be talking about what to expect in the year 2020, especially in terms of legislation and in terms of basically the industry itself. And also, I will also be reflecting on the rollout of the Canadian cannabis recreational federal law and how that was basically rolled out and the problems associated and the possible solutions that might be implemented if it's going to be utilized in the United States, especially if it's going to mimic the Canadian rollout system of cannabis, recreational cannabis, and cannabis usage federally. How they can basically use the problems that existed in the Canadian side and basically implemented solutions to the United States rollout of federal legalization when it comes. So I'll delve in those topics soon. I'm still doing some research on it. So right now, what I'm going to be basically talking to is about the cannabis industry and why currently I do not basically partake in the usage of cannabis, but why is that so, and how that will affect this? How does that basically affect this channel? So again, this channel dedicates in the industry of the cannabis industry, and currently I do not partake in utilizing the cannabis itself. And why I do not do that is basically um, federally it's still illegal, and with that, I still currently work with a company which mandate that which follows federal guidelines for cannabis, which is still a Schedule 1, and which says utilization and all that is still legal. So since again I have my source of income is used in basically not only funding my business but also funding my family, it will be basically irresponsible to be basically utilizing cannabis itself in any form, recreational or medical. So I do not partake in usage it, but I do believe in an industry which, with the cannabis itself, I've seen all the people utilize it in their medical and also recreational uses in legal states. I've seen that, and I've seen the impact it has with people, especially in the medical side, with basically some with common basically effects and all the effects which I've not done I've not done scientific research in telling you how it affects everybody, but with people I've seen positive impacts in it. So with that, I also formulate with that, and also looking at the industry as it grows, I've seen also numerous impact, especially with the technological advances that will come out, especially with the cannabis space. So in saying that, why I do not partake in, as I said, it's federally legal and I can't. But what I can say is this: I will in for the past couple of years, or a year and a half, 2 years, I've dedicated myself in understanding the plant itself, understanding every aspect of the plant, for chemically and physiologically. Um, I've, the goal is to basically understand every 115 compounds associated with the plant. The goal is also to understand the physiological effects of the plant in the human body, even within the cannabinoid system, with CB1 and CB2 receptors. My goal is to understand that effect itself, and also understand even the growing aspect of it, from using hydroponic system, aeroponic system, to the soil system, silty soil, any other kind of soil, and also understand the growing conditions of the cannabis plant, from pH to temperature to any other forms of basically even the nutrients when you're using hydroponic or even fertilizers. The goal is to understand every aspect of the plant, the effect of the effect of high effects physiologically, again with depression or any kind of, and also being looking at research, looking at every clinical research coming out of that, from that industry, from clinical research to from the treatment of basically cancer with a Harvard research study coming up, with any other research to depression and anything. The goal is to basically understand fully the plant, even though I do not partake in the usage of it. But I will partake in basically understanding every aspect and every utilization of that plant and understand the application of technology, which I'm also trying to understand how to use different technologies from machine learning to blockchain technology and basically how to enhance the basically usage of cannabis with those type of technologies and AI and automation to automate from the growing to security to any part of the process of the plant itself. So the goal is to, yes, I cannot partake in the usages due to its illegal aspects, and I have to basically maintain a business and also maintain basically my employment so that I can basically fund my business and also fund the aspects of not only YouTube itself for information, but also aspect of utilizing books and materials which I use, and also going to conferences. So these are not expenses that just come out of whim. These are expenses I have to basically sponsor. And with that, I need basically an income with my family too, so I can't partake in the usage. But I say again, the goal is to understand every aspect and every implementation of that plant. The cannabis plant I believe, has numerous impact. So the goal is to utilize every aspect of utilize every knowledge of that plant. From, again, I repeat, the endocannabinoid system, how THC affects the CB1 or CB2 receptors or CBD itself, to understanding proper growing mechanism or proper automation of the growing process itself, and also understand how the plant interacts with different medications or different ailments. The goal is to fully understand and fully comprehend the usage of the plant, even if it's used in recreational or used in medical. So my goal is, yes, I might not partake in it, but my goal is to have proper understanding and respect for the plant, and utilize that in many ways if possible and help the industry grow. So again, I'm not this channel only promotes the business and the technological advances in the cannabis industry. You will not see me partake in any smoking or any usage of cannabis in this channel. This channel is just dedicated to information and proper knowledge of the plant. And since this is a new year, I have to be transparent with you. I do not use cannabis itself. I do not utilize it. But I will tell you, I will understand every aspect of the plant, from the roots to the plant itself, from the leaves to every part of the plant. My goal is to study and understand the applications and also utilize the technology, blockchain, machine learning, and other aspects to enhance the plant itself, to enhance the process of the plant. So again, my goal again is always just to bring information on what's going on in the cannabis industry. And also even with legislation, I have to understand legislation of the plant itself. Anything concerning legislations, from Canadian legislation that's going on the federal level to each state, from Illinois that passed last year, that brought the laws out, to Michigan. all that will play in having knowledge of the plant. So my goal is to have a breadth of knowledge of everything else surrounding the plant and the utilization and uses. So again, this is again Happy New Year. My name is Patrick Nochi. I'm a cannabis engineer, your informational weed man. And follow me this 2020. Let's learn more about the cannabis industry and see how impactful the cannabis plant can be in 2020 and beyond. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.